Alrighty, I'm Shesh. Welcome to the ChillShesh. More Nier Replicant. Here we go. Gonna start our second playthrough here. I believe, yeah, I changed it to hard after my last stream. I'm gonna play this on hard because normal was far too easy. So, yeah, let's get into it. Yep, there we go. Load selected file. Here we go. Alrighty, what are we getting into?
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway.
Get him, boy. Alrighty. Kaine's dreams, discrimination. Here we go. Getting into it. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with a pale white skin to give the face almost a sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I... The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on. Come on! The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vane slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly toward the east. East? Really? Before the vane could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo, Kaine! The voice belonged to Demo, worst of all bullies in the area. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from the cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It was one she'd experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated. If possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me, he can't hurt me, he can't hurt... Oh look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin, and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless, a failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called his cohorts. Come on, guys, let's give the freak what she deserves. As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak, chanted the children. Freak, freak, freak. Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying. He's actually crying. Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand of Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ow, he screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it, what are you doing? Quit whining. Ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch. A big one. That thing could have killed me. The old woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for stupid. Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kaine, took a step backward and spat on the ground. Get out. Leave this village. No one wants you here. Either of you. Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Ha! Look at that fat boy go. Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders, then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead. Oh, Kaine, she said, why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that. You're stronger than that a lot. Okay. The words of her grandmother stung Kaine. She turned away. Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore. Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kaine's tears turned into sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of the world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any attempt to the crossing. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. You know, the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine, you know it because you survived it. As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was a cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things, and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma? Of course not. Don't be an ass. Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. But my body, it's not normal. If it was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't... Hush, interrupted Grandma. I'll not hear another word of that nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears. Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without seeing one, and yet grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Just stumbled on them while I was doing some shopping. The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pain she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in the construction, made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said the grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Of course you are. What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. As long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hands in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away from the wind. On the wind, really. But anyway, the rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. Got it. As she turned and headed home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Kaine's dreams, daily life. Oh man, this just keeps on going. Alright, yeah, that's right, I do. Okay, anyway. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Jeez, that was a rough one. Anyway, anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of shit axe. Kaine's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters and wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. "Grandma," called Kaine. "That you, Kaine?" yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. "Don't get too close, or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake." She brought the axe down on the piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, "Grandma, do you need help? I can get your water or lunch or a new axe or something." The axe poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. "Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can get the water? Shades have been restless lately. I don't want you running into one of them bastards." Relinquishing her axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with the chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up the residence a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter. And rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it, ugh, crap. She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had natural skill with the blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. "This is tough, and my logs are all weird sizes." Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine doubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. "Pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice if you... Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. "Grandma!" The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. "Get the bucket. Can't let it spill." Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kaine didn't notice. "Grandma? Grandma, what's happening?" Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. Stop that. Just stop," she cried, breathing heavily. "It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all." Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the position would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. "Grandma, you're sick. You need medicine. I'm going to the village." The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. "It's all right," she said. "I'll be fine." Her grandmother fixed with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. "Well, I don't like it, goddammit. But I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up." The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as unseen sun made its way across a dark, rainy sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace. checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Demo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. "Hey lady," said Kaine with a bravado she did not feel. "Where's the apothecary?" There you go. The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. "How dare this thing speak to me," they seemed to say. But Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. "Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one." "Which way?" Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in another direction. In the other direction. Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. But the new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He'd clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand, because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. "Oh my god," he sputtered. What are you doing here, freak?" The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Well, I delivered it with force, but, Anyway, stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. "Ha!" barked Demo. "That old bitch finally keel over?" "Go to hell, Demo." The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head. But before he could let out a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled with Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic, but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. "You like that picture?" Kaine turned to the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her and into nothing as she spoke. "That's my daughter. I sketched it when I was a little girl." "I sketched it when she was a little girl. Okay. She's been dead a long time now." Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. "Pictures are wonderful things," continued the shopkeeper. "They let the ones closest to you live on forever." He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kaine and smiled. Handing her the medicine, he reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of waxed crayons. "You should have these. There's no one left I wish to draw." Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. "Yes, I've heard the rumors about you," he said. "It's a small village and words travel quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I know your grandmother, Callie, and I think she was driven out of this town. It's just deplorable." "Grandma's name is Callie?" thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling the new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. "Your grandmother is an old friend of mine," he said as Kaine scooted away yet again, "and I owe her much. I wager she would like it if you drew a picture of her." "Yes, I think she would like that very much." Kaine murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless. And with enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaine to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. "Back already, are you?" asked her grandmother with a yawn. "Come here, let me have a look at you." Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. "Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble?" "It was kind of fun," said Kaine with a small smile. "No, seriously, it was." "Fun, eh?" asked her grandmother in a voice in which she implied she believed anything but. "Uh-huh. So anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know." As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. "A portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone." "But Grandma, it'll make you live forever." "Horse shit," said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. "Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help with dinner." But Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayons and eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. "It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all." "I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, make drawing easy or something." The old woman's eyes narrowed at her grandmother's disappointment. "Let me be the judge of that," she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. "Oh, Kaine," she said between laughter, "you truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it. But hush, I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always." True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more, and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. "Posh," said the old woman. "I'll take this down when they roll me into the shroud." She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. "Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before, and it makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness." It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories move in and out of life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different, Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Kaine's dreams, separation. Man, I've been at this for half an hour. Anyway. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared back at the black object on her plate. She had been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils, and it made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. "Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug." The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. "It's no bug, you fool girl. It's a berry." Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug, said Kaine, and I think it's burned or something, because it smells terrible. With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, all right. Why, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment Kaine's grandmother saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with stubborn people, their relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled. What? Okay, meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaine could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning, Kaine, lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burned berry rolling through her belly. Where are you going today? Asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up, surprised. The old woman had rarely asked for specifics anymore. Well, I was going to check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, I'm going to pick up some flagstones, so I need the wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What in the hell for? Kaine stared at her grandmother and then held out an arm and swept it around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in a final round. Grandma, a dying cat could chew through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection. The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. God damn, girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack the old place, let them come in. We got nothing worth stealing anyway. I'm not worried about thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday. The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can just worry about... We can worry about it some other... Grandma, no. If I don't go to the kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that. A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child lost at a carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course, you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately it seems my mind is... She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. You're going to be a true woman soon, Grandma said, as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls, and more talk about how beautiful you've become. Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on Grandmother's face stopped her hand. You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman, and there ain't another like you in the world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where did that come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma, yelled Kaine in a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it. What the hell? The woman stared at her and blinked, then slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just... Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here and keep an on... Alright, reading is taxing sometimes, especially reading aloud. Anyway, no, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on the old codger like me. You go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot. I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Kaine rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself, but in the end, the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small bent woman standing in front of the ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. God, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead. Tracing its path with a finger, Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. No, oh gods, no. Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking it up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma! Grandma! Kaine ran then faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she leapt up to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she gets closer and closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt. Her worst suspicion had confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved balance through means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random, chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into a shimmering, inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement. Nice. And the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. You bastard. Oh, alright, you bastard, she thought, as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. It's you or me. Let's go. The shade eyed Kaine with a bemused interest. Then it began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced toward the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. Grandma! At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. She's alive, thought Kaine. Alive! Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard toward the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up now! As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might as well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them was surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. So much reading. I kind of wish you were like, there's a reason they're giving all this information up front, but I kind of wish this was a little more bite-sized. This is a lot. But anyway, Grandma, hold on. Just a little longer. Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness, the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue. its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep within its core. Bastard, laughing at us. She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt the Shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The Shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backward, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble toward the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the ground and that pinned... Oh, man. Reading. It's taxing. Anyway. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the floor that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. Give her back, she screamed. Give her back to me. It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The Shade panted laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. Kaine? Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kaine, you gotta run. You can't best this one. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on, we have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no, no! I said run, god damn it. You have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the Shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from the gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible, putrid smell of assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. Alright. So, when the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of the embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after another, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed, then a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. Alright. You know, it's one thing to, read all of this in your head, but to try to read it out loud, smoothly, and, oh man. Not my greatest strength. Ooh boy. Alright. The Shade eased forward. Black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept toward its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles. Her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the Shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment. Laughing like a mad woman, she leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the Shade. The Shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? I think it is. I think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke and flames. All of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation, repeated over and over again. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. You get the point. Kill it. You have a lot of kill it's. Kill it times like 15. Kill it now. As the spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. Really? So they do. There is more to the story later. Interesting. Hey, but check it out. 3D graphics? I didn't know this game had 3D graphics. Oh, we're just jumping right in. You just fight this thing? Alright, do it.
Oh, I know.
Alright, let's do it. B's and G's. What's up, man? Long time no see. Good to see ya. And now I'm gonna kick your ass. Let me make sure that... Hold on a second. Okay. Okay. So that is exactly what I want. How are my weapons? Well, I can just do this. Okay. Yep, that's what I want. Yeah, everything is where I want it. Oh, you about to get me. Okay, so we'll just go with staff. Hey, I don't kill everything in one hit. Feels good, man. Hard difficulty was definitely the right decision. I mean, a little bit of a hasty,
I'm not gonna let this
hasty judgment there, but
it dies today. My sword feels lighter.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
what's up, big guy? You trying to... I'm still pretty strong. There's definitely no question. What's going on, big guy? Oh, there you go. Yeah, still really strong. All good. I mean, I did all the side quests pretty much. I did like 87%. So there's going to be a lot less grinding on these playthroughs because I'm not going to be doing a ton of side quests. So maybe it'll give the enemies some time to catch up. Maybe that's wishful thinking. I don't know. What's up, girl? Oh, okay, there you go. More reading. Hey, at least they broke it up. I can give them some respect for that. I mean, because this is stuff that kind of necessary to know during this playthrough. But anyway. Gently. Weakly. Softly. The shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off toward the horizon, stopping along the way to below one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shamed beyond imagining, Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of its fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of an arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clamping a real bitch. This is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Huh, cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke. only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No, stop. I don't want to live forever. I want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing it with sharpened pincers. Stop! No! Don't hurt that picture! Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture into the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled, then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried, as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. I look like that? Oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and smoke. Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something? Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me. Kaine finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes, they don't come true for me. I'm a curse, I'm a freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Wahaha! Oh God, you are the best. Kaine glanced down and saw a black shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet and then began moving up toward the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, feel the hot searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might happen, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice, let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it filled with a mad, unbated joy. And I want to take your hands and use them and choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in blood, just like before. In response, Kaine shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled the pain of the encroached black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face and crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was struck by the most powerful sensation she had ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small, whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now, give me that body. Come on, give me that body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. The black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side. As she watched it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she regained her voice. Stop! Black ooze hesitated. as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. Ah, what the hell, Sunshine, screamed the voice. We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, can't die yet. Gotta love the dogs. A brief image of her grandmother bloodied the... Here, I'm gonna stop that real quick. Alright, back to it. Okay. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kaine glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern, the pattern of the shades, burn itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, Sunshine. I think you and me are going to be good friends now. Kaine stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and began infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. It's my favorite dish, and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger. Burn with fire of revenge, thirst for blood, and then go out there and... Shut up, and get the hell out of my body. Your body? Oh, that's rich, Sunshine, real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Kaine grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaine screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crunched on the bone-filled air. What? Kaine screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crunching on bone filled the air. Stupid idiot girl, you're possessed now, Sunshine, and there ain't no going back. The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed? Whispered Kaine. Yeah, possessed, you and me. We got what you might call a timeshare agreement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait'll they get a load of you now. Why not wait till? But anyway. Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen, heard the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you, too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine. And now the power belongs to you. You got enemies? People you want to kill? I can make that happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you? That big old shade that squished your granny? We'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain. What? Wait, said Kaine. You're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What, you think I'm some kind of racist? Some killin' snob? I don't give a goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well. Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it, you and me? We could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want. Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kaine. I'll handle the killing. Look at you go, oh Sunshine. We're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyran, and if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour. And I like rotten and sour. Kaine found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, she said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade, and I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyran. Count on it. Ha, laughed Tyran. I've shit bigger than you. I've shit bigger than you. So good luck with that. Oh hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me sharing this body, but if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like fine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I am not a shade. I am Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, reading this, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals was as bright as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair, then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time, I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn, and the people of the area rose to their daily lives, she remained in that position as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive! Stay alive! Stay alive!
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live! You gotta come back to us!
Oh, hey.
Oh.
Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Wow, you grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Shit. That's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all. Are you kidding me? You can't be serious!
Please, try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it!
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But...
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
I didn't get much sleep that night. For the first time in my life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. To protect it from the horror of the Shades. Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
I should apologize to Kaine and Emil. But... what good would that even do?
I got a fire going. Kaine.
Wait, is that...
Campfires are weird.
I don't even remember
I'm
this.
so happy to get to talk to
Yeah,
you
this
again,
is new.
Kaine.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know.
It's funny, they have a campfire, but like, the sun never goes down. So you'd think that that like tradition would die off, but anyway.
I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
Hey Arcane, good to see ya. You just missed me reading for a solid hour. That was something else. But
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right? Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Come on, I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine.
this has some real Final Fantasy 15 vibes right now. Sitting around the campfire with like the peaceful guitar. Yeah.
This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing. My body is different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was. No matter how bad things got, she gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Also, Arcane, there was a Windows update and it always messes with my settings for like volume levels and stuff. Or at least so it seems. So I had to tinker with that a little bit. Let me know if something's off. Like if I'm too quiet or something, just let me know.
Oh,
Seems
hey,
good.
That gives me an idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body. I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay, can we just forget I told you about that?
Where's Weiss? Well, Nier's not even here. Nier and Weiss are at the village. The second playthrough is more of the same, but there's just a little more focus on Kaine. You don't play as Kaine, but it like is kind of her story. It's like similar to Automata, except you play as 9S, right? Like you still play as Nier? Yeah, I'm on the second playthrough. I finished the first one. So we're back to the point in the game where we just cured Kaine's petrification. And yeah, so this second playthrough is going to be more of like getting Kaine's perspective. And again, it's not like Nier Automata, like, you know, in Nier Automata, it's like second playthrough, you play as 9S and then you like are like hacking into the robots to like see their thoughts and stuff like that. It's like similar to that, except you don't actually play as Kaine. You just play as Nier, but there's like, you get more of Kaine's perception of what's going on. It's really interesting.
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well. What might that...
It's Mom's diary.
I have not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the Black Scrawl and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
In what way?
Well, here, take a look.
Well, this is new.
Say there, can you not hear me?
Wait, is that... Wait.
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed. Come now, there's the door.
Right.
Wait.
Let's go.
That's his voice and everything. Wait, why am I... What? What is happening? What? I'm playing as Papa Nier. What is going on here? Didn't even know... What? Wait, what is happening right now? Okay. What? Is this oh, okay, is this version's game of the DLC from the original game? Because I heard that there was DLC in the original game where you played as Brother Nier. So you play as the opposite Nier that you would play as, like, in your version. And, like, so for instance, in the original version I played as Papa Nier. So in that DLC you'd play as Brother Nier. But now I'm playing as Brother Nier, and then I think this is this game's version of that DLC, and I'm playing as the opposite Nier. I'm playing as Papa Nier. Oh, I did not expect this at all. It was honestly, like, super crazy because his voice. That's totally his voice. That's totally Papa Nier's voice. Wow, that was a surprise. Yeah, I read a book. And I did put it on hard, by the way. Oh, this is interesting. This is crazy. What is this music? Yep, Recycled Vessel. That's what the DLC was called. What is this music? What is happening? My mind is blown right now. I'm flabbergasted. Oh, this is a remix of that. Oh, crazy. Dude, this is intense. What is even happening? This is sick, dude. Like, I just didn't expect this at all. Where are we going? Like, what? I'm so confused. Oh, what? Nice one. I'm so confused. Should I just jump down there? Doesn't seem like it. I'll try it. Why not? Oh, okay. I thought I was just gonna die. Oh, jeez. Oof. Wow, this is rough. I am not doing very good. That's so crazy, dude. That I'm just playing as Papa Nier. Like, I didn't know that was coming. Like, I don't know, it just kind of blew my mind a little bit. And the fact that they have the same voice actor, like, I can recognize his voice. That's so cool. What happened to OP Shesh? Well, I turned it on hard mode. And honestly, this might be, like, a significant step in difficulty anyway. Not going from normal to hard, but, like, this section, whatever this is. Black Scroll, a Lost Destiny, a White Book, a False Truth. Wait, what is going on? Dude. So these are just fights then. And these are all just like remixes of songs. This is super cool, dude. What is going on? What is with the visual filter too? It reminds me of in Nier Automata when you get that status ailment. This is a remix of Song of the Ancients, right? That's what it sounds like. This like filter The way it looks visually is very strange. It's pretty cool. I definitely wouldn't play the whole game like this. But it's kind of cool. Fat Fappa. Nice name, bud. But thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, hosting the stream. Alright. Classic. What is going on, dude? This is intense. Is this just like a wave of enemies rush? Is it just fighting? Kind of seems like it. Nice, I'm doing great. Oh, I was not watching my health. I'm not used to having to watch my health, you know? Oh, geez. I need to watch my health. Okay, so my items did carry over. For when I got the 3 medicinal herbs, I thought maybe, oh, nothing carried over, but we're good. Oh, man. This is crazy, dude. I'm super stoked on this. Hey, it's nice to actually have to like try a little bit, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm not super challenged right now, but I do feel more like, okay, I can't just bum rush, which is kind of cool. Whoa, bro, jeez. Whoa. This is intense, dude. I'm loving it. Whoa, bro. Whoa. Just trying to get some of these shots in because they bring my health back. Alright, nice. Wow, these guys just keep on coming? I mean, I'm into it. What is going on? Oh man, I'm not into this not being able to see though. Okay, this guy needs to die. Oh. Bro, you guys need to back up, dude. Nice. Okay, is that it? No? Yes, okay. Yeah, what up with the link, huh? Not super into that. You and Arcane, you and your bays, dude. Soldiers assault calling forth white death. They are the Legion, those who plunged into the darkness. I think that's what that said. Went by a little quick. Oh, now I feel overpowered. Everything's just going down in a hit. And they're not even really firing much. What is going on here? Nice. Probably get a lot of these guys just with that. those little homing missiles. Oh, well, not anymore. Okay. Alright. Put it on very hard? I don't think there is a very hard arcane. The hell was that? Dude, are these guys teleporting? I'm confused. Wow. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use a defense drop because I never use them anyway, and this is actually, and I have a maximum inventory of them, so. Just roll and attack. This is weird, man. Bull's Embrace. Nice. Got a new weapon. The dragon's corpse brought death to the world, delivering unto the power of magic. So does this have something to do with Drakengard and how we got to Nier from Drakengard? That's kind of what it seems like. Oh man, these guys are... Come on. Okay. Come on, there you go. Alright. Have I touched a toad or something? Yeah, I don't know. Like, the visuals are really weird. I mean, in that one area, the grassy area, I feel like it was super noticeable. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Is this gonna be... Oh, wow, there he is. Oh, never mind. I thought... Oh, wait, yeah. I can't even... No, it's not. Okay, I thought it was the Hansel and Gretel bosses again. This guy's tough. He can take some hits. Hold on, I want to check something real quick. Let's see. Word edit. What do we got on our weapons here? Because I would really like... Armor break, okay. I got on there what I want on there. Whoa. I wonder if I can pull out my axe and do a little more. Wow. I should just be shooting at this guy, because that way I can get some health back. Oof. Oof. Alright, you know what? Whoa. Whoa! This is insane, dude. I'm loving it. Oof. Alright, back to the staff, man. Oh, that barely hit me. Nice. Man, we need to break this dude's armor off. Like, whoa. I'm playing pretty clumsy. just gonna keep guarding, bud? Eventually I'll break your guard. Man, this guy. He's coming. Oh, I thought he was gonna miss. Whoa, bro. There's gotta be, like, a better strategy. This is taking a long time. What? Are you coming? I can't tell what's happening. Oh man. Well, this is the strat, dude. You just gotta stay behind him, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna finish him off here. Maybe not. I hope this'll do it, but I could be wrong. Ooh, so close. That was anticlimactic. Man, how long does this go? This is interesting. Black sickness stains the future. They journey to return to the soulless vessels. What in the... Man, these guys are just getting stronger. This ain't getting easier, I'll tell you what. What is going on, dude? Man, these guys have way too much health. I hope I'm not gonna fight a ton of these. God, these guys are freaking sponges, dude. What is even happening right now? What if I just... I'm sure I have to beat all the enemies. I definitely should not walk away. Dude, your armor. Like, what? Wow, these guys are way too strong, dude. Okay. Man. I hope I don't have to fight a bunch of, like, small dudes that take that many hits. Cause that took a while, dude. Oh. This music, though. Oh, God. Wow. Yeah, no. Alright. Bros. You know what? Try me, bitch. Try me, bitch. Can I really just cheese this? Don't do it. I'm doing great. Oh my. Okay, what we need to do, you know what? We actually have to use these items. That's crazy. Whoa, bro, get out of here. Nice. Wow. Dude, this is hard. I mean, not like I'm gonna die hard, but pretty hard. Like, I actually have to think, and I haven't had to do that much. What's up, guys? You just gonna stand there? Wow. Alright. I wish all these guys didn't have armor, though, man. It's... yeah, these guys, dude, just take so many hits. And I don't get it. I have armor break 30% on. I would think, like... I don't know. Man. Yeah, these guys are just... I wish I upgraded my weapons before I came out here, man. It's pretty hard. They're just taking so many hits. Oh my god, bro. Get out of here. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, this is rough, dude. This is not easy. Die, bro. Holy crap. Man. Man, you guys are annoying. Holy crap. This guy just won't die. Like, finally, bro. Yeah, this is getting old. Dude, just die. God. Dude, guys, get out of here. Like, God. Finally. This ain't gonna get any easier, is it? Okay. What's the strat here? This is tough. The strat is to win. Well, this guy's going down. Alright. Oh my, come on. Jeez. Bruh. Man, this thing, these guys. This is hard, man. This guy, dude. Yeah, that's right, dude. Die. Okay. Oh, this guy, though. Wow, that's not awkward at all. What's up, dude? We gonna have like a little face-off? Like, dude, you're doing great. I'm really proud of you. Just shooting at the wall. I love it. Okay, I mean, I can do this all day if you want. Okay. It's cool that they like designed some new maps for this too. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. I gotta run to the restroom, so I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this. Yeah, I'm gonna heal up. I'll be right back. Just enjoy the jams. That's weird, the music went away. Let me try that again. I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't know. Weird stuff happens whenever there's a Windows update. Like, all of my settings get totally jacked. It's like a bunch of little stuff. It's really frustrating. But anyway, alright, let's move forward. I don't know about this one, dude. Oh my god. What just happened? What was that about? I'm gonna see if I can just skip this guy. Nope. I don't know about this, dude. This is not looking good. Yeah. Whoa, dude. Hey, at least he doesn't have much defense. I'll give him that. Yeah, I got this. Might be because I have the strength drop. Oh my god. Whoa, bro. Okay, yeah, it was definitely the strength drop that was helping me out. Oh, that was a close one. Did you see that? That was rough. What? Why can't I hit him? Kabuki outfit? 1,000 experience points? That really isn't that much. But anyway. Oh man, how long does this go on? I don't know if I'm streaming Persona today. How do I... Oh, can I leave and come back? There've been outfits. I wonder how strong that weapon is. I don't even remember what it was called. Or what it was. Oh, was it Fool's Embrace? It's really not that great compared to my upgraded weapons. Oh wow, my weapons are at 90%. I'm getting there. What are my quests at? I thought they were at like 87, but I might have... Yeah, okay. Alright. But if I leave... I don't know what to do right now. We'll just keep rolling. I imagine I can leave and save and come back. But I'm worried. I don't know. How do you equip them? You equip them through the menu. The apocalypse divided the world in two. One that knows not day, some about not... I don't know, dude. What? Now there's rules? Oh my god. What? So now, can I shoot again? Oh, they're just gonna switch that up? That's crazy. I can't guard. Okay, I'm down with not being able to guard. No evading? That's tough. No jumping? Bruh. That is tough. Okay. No magic. Okay. Man, that's hard to keep track of, like, what rules. I mean, it's only one active at a time, but... No jumping. Okay. Wow, you really have to fight your instincts. No jumping, no jumping, no jumping. Don't jump. Whatever you do, don't jump. No magic. Alright. No jumping. Well, I literally... Okay. I had just pressed square right before that came up, so... Oh man, these are gonna be so hard. Are you kidding me? I'll bet you every wave is gonna be like this, too. This is rough, dude. Black and white, 13 packs. The vessels form waver as they cross time and space. Okay, the rules probably won't be in here. What in the... Bruh. Oh my god. At least those guys aren't wearing armor. Grateful for that, I'll tell you what. Bruh. What is this madness? Are you kidding me? I might just destroy this box on accident. Or just shoot the wall. Oh, we're doing great. Oh my, oh. There. All right. This is too intense, dude. Bruh. Nice. Okay, good to see you, Arcane. Yo, y'all got any medicinal herbs? I think this is the way I came. I really don't know. Okay, this guy has armor. Sucks. Rough, dude. Man, this is hard. Bro. This guy. There you go. Oh, come on. Ugh. Alright. Do you hope it rains tomorrow? Why, is it getting dry over there?
It seems we have been shut in.
I don't fully understand what you're saying, Arcane, to be honest. Sorry. Oh, I can't absorb those? Oh, okay. Well, that's a game changer. I can absorb those, though. No, I can't. What? Okay. How do I want to approach this? Probably just... Oh my dude. Oh! Wow, these guys are freaking sponges, dude. Bro. Are you gonna die? There you go. Jeez. So, okay, the song of a man is drowned out, and it's placed the scream of something inhuman. So, Arcane, is what you're saying is if it rains, you won't have to run? Oh my god. Alright. Wow. There you go. That's some damage. Alright guys, start spraying. Hey Beefball. Yeah, sorry Beefball, I texted you earlier and I still haven't replied if you texted back. I've just been busy with this. Okay, you're not gonna spray? Alright, bro. Oh, okay, now you spray. Come on. Not what I meant to do, but alright. Alright, what you guys got, huh? I'm confused. Oh, I can't absorb those ones, got it. Well, then we'll do one of these. Yeah, you missed it, Beefball. I mean, you should probably experience it yourself, but I played another section of the game where I read for an hour. God. What y'all suckers want? Man, these guys, dude. Come on, there you go. Some of these guys now? Oh my god. Wow, and they actually don't die like super quick. That's crazy. Yeah, it was Shesh audiobook time. Yeah, that's the direction I want to go. Oh my. Bro, when are you guys gonna go down? Oh, did that count as killing him? Oh, this is super cute. I love this. Alright. I wonder if I can absorb these these. I don't think so. Oh, I can. Hell yeah, son. What was with that sound effect? Okay, let's do that again. You guys start spraying. I'll start absorbing. What is that sound effect? It's so not fitting. Come here, bitch. Well, now there aren't as many spraying, so... Oh, dual shock battery, level low. Give me a second. This will give me a second too to catch up on chat. Alright, let's see. I just realized before when you said hi Kane, I hope you're okay. I thought you said I came, I hope you're okay. Like, I came in here to see if you're okay or whatever. But yeah, it's just British speak. You saying hi Arcane, I hope you're doing well. That's how Americans would say. I don't know. Anyway, I don't. Making a fool of myself. Alright, yeah. Well, Arcane, Emil's not here because this is like DLC. Americans and their crazy talk, yeah. Yeah, by the way, people, this is just like DLC. This was DLC in the original game, but it seems like it just comes with this version of the game where you just do a bunch of fighting. So, if you're worried about spoilers, I don't think there's going to be any here. And if so, it's like it's almost its own separate thing. Okay. Spray me, boys. Beautiful. Okay. No, Emil should not be here. There you go. Jonas kind of going to the beat. She probably jogs to this music, you know? Sky falls the dragon, the world ends this day. Okay, what even area? Oh, we're in the area that's at the beginning of the game. Cool. Look at this guy. You just don't even know what to do. Look at him. Okay, I think it's time to do some, whoops. This music, though? Yeah, totally. And it's like remixes of songs that are in the game. It's pretty tight. I like it. What is this guy even doing? Alright. You guys want to go for another round here? Alright. The armor is so annoying, dude. Wow, look at these guys, and like how little of their health I have chunked out. Wow, and how much freaking health that took out. Yeah, this is hard. Oh, that was bad. I saw it coming too. Oh, totally. Yeah, the pods in Automata are totally modeled after Grimoire. Yeah, totally. It's almost one for one, a lot of them. Like, I don't know, this one right here, I feel like is a little different. I always do that. This one's like the Mirage from Automata, but it is quite different. I think the Automata one is much better. Because in Automata, it just does like this little, like, you know, it makes that gnarly sound effect. It's not as slow or clunky. You know what we need to do here? We need to... we need to get the item game going here. Let's get a strength capsule, a defense. Nah, we'll save that. What? Wow, dude, these guys are doing some damage. Yeah, these guys, dude, are not going down easy. This is taking forever. Look at them. Just look at all these guys. Just look at them. I wonder how long I can run. Man, imagine if there was a time limit on this. They're all just dancing, dude. Look at them. Guys, so this is basically what a rave is like. Oh, I'm guarding. Don't even know the controls anymore. Wow, that was bad. Dude. This guy. This is hard, guys. This is taking forever. Not OP to shit anymore, huh? Whoa! Ugh. This honestly kind of drags. I mean, still like having fun. It's alright, but you can only do the same combo so many times, you know? That's not what I'm trying to do, but alright. Alright. Man, these guys, dude. Alright, almost got him. Whoa! Dude, you ready to die yet? Come on, bro. Alright. Bring back OP Shesh. What is this guy? Come on. Whoa, he's a Beyblade. You're telling me they're just gonna keep coming, bro? What? Wow, that did like no damage. That's supposed to be like the execution. Oh, come on. Bro, this is gonna take a year and a half, dude. How is he not down? What? And look at how little damage that does. That used to be like a one-shot kill. Of course, everything was a one-shot kill before. Things are different now. Ever since I went on to hard mode. Oh my, bro. Okay, let's look at our options here. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't get the Danganronpa reference. I don't know, bro. I'll try the Dark Hand, see if... This is just gonna go on forever, dude. Dude. Bro. I'm running out of ways to heal myself. This is not good. Dude. Yeah, I'm not into this right now. I just kind of want to be done with it. This is taking far too long. Always do that. Always press the wrong button. Alright. Yeah, bro, this is gonna take forever, dude. And if I get even slightly hasty, I might just get hit like one too many times and it's just gonna be over. What did I just say? About to use all of my herbs. I like have to do that to even do any like, you know, worthy damage. Yeah, dude, this is rough. I don't even think this is worth doing right now. This is just gonna take way too long. You know what I mean? That's like the strongest move in my arsenal is that little stab. And that is not doing anything. Look at that. This is tough, dude. Oh, I turned it on hard at the wrong time, apparently. this is... I don't know. I don't know what the strategy for this should be. I definitely should just... Hey, I killed one of them. Nice. Thank God I'm invincible for that animation. It really is just like the strat. Okay, just have to keep doing this over and over again. Okay. Just rinse and repeat, I suppose. What? Dude. See what I mean? This is ridiculous. That's like the only thing that even does like worthy damage. Nice. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, well, as you can see, people, nothing has really changed. This is like the grindiest this game has ever gotten. The only thing I can like do to even do damage is knock them down and then do that little kill move where you stab them when they're on the ground. There you go. Let me guess, a big old boss that's only gonna take chip damage. No? Alright, I'll take it. Herb, not Herb. Depends on who you talk to. Now what are we getting into? This has got to be like a huge ass boss. Whoa. I have to fight things on... Why is this a first person shooter? What is happening? What is this? This is like those zombie games where you're like on rails, you know? Can I make it go faster? No, I cannot. Yeah, this is seriously, that's what they're going for, is those zombie games. That's hilarious, dude. What? Well, this is slow-paced. Yokotaro does not stay in his lane, dude. Killing it? You're gonna start killing it? What does that even mean? Oh god, now it's actually gonna get crazy. Oh no, it's not, because I have homing missiles. Oh. Yeah, blood splatter on quicksand. Alright, makes sense. The homing missiles make this way too easy. Well, until you run out of magic, because that does take a fair bit of magic. Where y'all boys at? Oh, I see people. I don't know if you guys know, but the first blast does more damage, so if you actually like tap it, you'll take them down way faster. Like watch, I'll just hold it for this next one. See how much slower that is, as opposed to going like that. He died in like 2 or 3. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to kill all these guys. Well, if I do these, I will. Yeah, see, you see how much more effective that is? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that last guy though. Come on. Oh, that was tight. Oh, hey dude, what's going on? Yeah, that thing ain't dying. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going for, Beefball, earlier when I said the thing about zombies. I was like, oh, this is like those zombie games where you're like on rails and then you just shoot down the dudes and, you know, you actually have like the gun controller. Yeah, it's very much that. Hence also why I said Yokotaro doesn't stay in his lane. It's like, how many genres can we fit into our one game while, you know, not really changing the game too much? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still using Grimoire. Still the same crosshair, like, you know what I mean? It is a first-person perspective, which is kind of unique, but... When did Bayonetta get here? Alright, was that it? Are we done? I'll bet you it's just gonna end with me on this boat, but it would be cool if you like got up and walked away towards the desert or something. Ooh, the music's getting quiet. A rhythm game section, that would be amazing. I would love that with a passion. I would love that so much, dude. Like Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory before Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. Should I even bother with the third door? Like, you know, I'm gonna see what happens. If I leave... just to see Emil. Dude, Emil would be the star of the show, dude. Such a diva. Okay, now...
My word.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
Okay. I'm gonna go back in and see if, like,
diary?
that...
Yeah.
The world?
I'm gonna see if, like, that third door is still there. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah, so it is available to me. I'm gonna go save. Also, Beefball, I got your picture of your cat. Pretty cute. Little banjo.
My word.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've...
I know it.
Alright, I bet you my plants are dead. Yep, what do you know? I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I mean, I'm gonna clean it up real quick, but I'm not gonna plant any plants right now. Alright. I think that's it for me, to be honest. I was expecting to do Nier and then Persona, but I got sucked into that and I just couldn't even stop. But I think that's gonna be it for me. I'm honestly like super, I don't know, just depleted. But anyway, Shesh can't look after plants. Well, Beefbowl, the problem is that the plants go on like an actual, like they're tied to your clock, like Animal Crossing, right? Like something like that. And so what happens is if I don't pick my plants before I like do my last stream on Tuesday, they sit there for a week and then they die if you let them grow for a week. So the hardship of being a streamer, right? It's like, sure, I play 3 days in a row and then I'm able to do all that. That's great, but like plant them and harvest them and all that stuff. But then if I forget to harvest or I plant on Tuesday, then they just die by the end of the week, by the next time that I stream. So it's like, nice. But it is what it is. Yeah, the one in P5 tomorrow. Oh, I will. I will. And we're still gonna do that shirt stream this week as well. We'll do that on Tuesday. But, yeah, I think that's it, guys. What did you... Beefball, I need those supplements? What are you talking about? Are you talking about the plant feed or something? Yeah, I can show you the new shirt. Yep. Yeah, what do you mean by supplements? Whoop. Oh, those. Oh, what? I'm confused. Wait, new shirt? Yeah, new shirt. You'll see it. You'll see it on Tuesday. But what are you saying, people? Oh yeah, I bet he needs those supplements. What are you talking about? The plant. In Persona? In Persona or in this? Yeah? So in Persona. Okay. Cool. Alright guys. Well, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. It's okay, Beeful. It's just, this isn't the best medium for communication, I suppose. There's lag and all that stuff. I'm voice, you're text. It is what it is. Alright, my Brits. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I won't... Normally I stream while you guys sleep, but I'm not doing that today. Not that you guys care. But definitely tomorrow, and we'll do the shirt stream on Tuesday as well. But otherwise, yeah. Hope you guys take care of yourselves. Get good night's rest tonight, and get have a good day tomorrow. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow.